Hello and welcome to Select 10. Today, we'll list our top 5 recommendations for new Netflix shows that have been released in the past month. These are some of the top new Netflix fantasy, action, and comedy shows of 2023 that you should definitely check out. Also, we previously recommended the Shadow and Bone series during our recent video on new web series, so it won't be on this list. Now let's start the video. Number 5. Wrong Side of the Tracks. It is a thriller drama series created by Ader Gabilondo and David Bermejo. The second season of this show debuted on March 2, 2023, but I'm assuming that very few of you are familiar with it. So here is a spoiler-free review of the show's story. The story is set in Spain and tells the tale of Tirso Abantos, an ex-army officer whose lifestyle is disrupted when his disobedient teen granddaughter Irene and her boyfriend fall into trouble with a dangerous drug lord. To save her, Tirso then partners up with policeman Ezequiel to exact revenge on neighborhood thugs who attacked Irene. Season 2's narrative is more expansive than the first season's, which was more entirely focused on Irene. Instead of just safeguarding Irene, Tirso is required to battle with all the local criminals. While the second season is not as good as the first, it does shift from an Irene-centered story to gang and neighborhood crime-related storylines. Overall, it's an engaging, action-packed drama with numerous twists and turns that will appeal to fans of crime thriller series. Number 4. Unlock My Boss. It is a comedy thriller series directed by Lee Cheol-ha. The plot centers on a business executive who, following a strange event, becomes locked in a phone. Meanwhile, a jobless young guy named Park In-seong experiences dramatic changes in his life after picking up a mysterious mobile phone that contains a spirit. When Park In-seong discovers that his phone is controlled by the ghost of Sun-ju, he decides to take advantage of the circumstance, while Sun-ju attempts to convince In-seong to help in the investigation of his murder, while allowing him to maintain his business and promising him large prizes in return for his cooperation. Accepting the position of interim CEO, In-seong sets out to find those guilty for Sun-ju's killing. The plot is silly but entertaining. It is a little predictable, but it offers a ton of enjoyment in the form of its comedic elements and unusual technical story. It's fun if you're not searching for something extraordinary. Number 3. Triptych. It is a suspense thriller series directed by Leonardo D'Antoni, Alba Gil. The story is about Becca, a forensics officer, who finds after investigating a killing that the face of the victim is identical to hers. The dead woman claiming to be Alita shares Rebecca's appearance, name, and the two of them even share the same birthday. Shocked by the experience, Rebecca proceeds to look at her twin, soon learns that the two also have a third sibling, a third twin, with whom they share all of their genes. Following yet another unexpected finding, Rebecca's research exposes the horrifying truth about the three, which puts everybody in their presence at risk. Can they find the truth about themselves and why they were separated when they were born is the teasing factor that keeps you captivated on this story. The plot is a suspenseful thriller, complemented by Mate Peroni's outstanding performance. Along with numerous amazing twists and turns, the series' major highlight is its compelling storyline, which makes it an exciting and thrilling watch. Number 2. Invisible City. Season 2 of this underrated Netflix fantasy series is now streaming. If you haven't watched this show before, you're missing out on one of the most unusual fantasy stories. Here is a short review of this show's first season before we discuss Season 2. The plot basically includes two realms, a human world and a legendary realm, where creatures can change into sea creatures and coexist with people. The main story focuses on Eric, an ecological officer who hunts for a link connecting his wife's murder and the enigmatic finding of Dolphin on a beachfront. During his search, he discovers a hidden realm of legendary beings and puts himself in the front of a battle between these two universes. After a few years have passed, Season 2 opens off with Luna and Ainz searching for Eric, which leads them right back into the Amazon forest, where they encounter a frightening witch. Meanwhile, there was a conspiracy by a mining site to invade the ancient city and steal its gold. Simply put, Season 2 falls short of Season 1, particularly in terms of mythology and folklore, although it does contain elements of witches and other fantastical creatures that could hold your interest, given that it only consists of 5 episodes. Although Season 1 was great, fans of the fantasy genre will enjoy Season 2 as well. Number 1. The Night Agent. It is an action thriller series created by Sean Ryan. If you liked shows like The Night Manager, Terminal List, or Bodyguard, you'll absolutely enjoy this one. The plot centers around Special Agent Peter Sutherland, who operates in the White House underground and handles distress calls. However, his seemingly routine job suddenly takes a surprising turn one night when he receives a call that sends him into a risky conspiracy concerning a spy that eventually takes him to the top levels of the government. In an attempt to save the country, he starts an investigation but soon finds himself in the middle of a desperate manhunt for the mole while assisting the scared former chief executive, Rose Larkin, and defending her from the killers of her family. The plot may sound basic, but it contains so many interesting new subplots that keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the kind of show that encourages you to watch the whole thing in one sitting. Overall, it is an exciting, action-packed story from beginning to end, and its well-crafted, stylish action scenes, which deliver a really enjoyable experience, are like the cherry on top of its well-crafted story. A special highlight is its cinematography, which is outstanding, and it is easily one of the best Netflix shows of 2023. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do